The following program may contain language of an adult nature. Listener discretion is advised.
Views and opinions expressed on the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of alltalkradio.net.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer.
Fuck that guy.
And DJ Jerkman.
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
Only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
Oh man, hold on, wait a minute. This is some bullshit.
They're canceling the fucking show?
Yeah, they're planning on dropping us after 7 years.
That's bullshit. You still got people that listen and like the show.
Look, guys, you had a good 7-year run. What more do you want from us?
You're like a goddamn Oreo cookie. You taste like shit but swathed in the center.
Look at it. God damn it. Our hands are tied, okay? Yeah, you're goddamn right, your hands are tied. Jerkin, pass me the duct tape, motherfucker. Wait a minute. What are you doing? Tape them together. Yeah, motherfucker.
You know what? I think I kind of like this.
Yeah.
Tie it a little tighter. Tighter.
Maxwell Silverhammer, G.J. Jerkman, Cruise Control, and G Motors. Fire. I think somebody lit a cigarette. No, it's the hottest radio show on the internet. So keep it locked here from 7 to 9. Still radio fan. They ahead of their time. And now it's lesson 1, man, this is lesson 2. No format because they keep it fresh and new. And this is what I call a real show. They tough as hell with a hard edge like a steel top. They campaign like a bass head. So if you mad at them, call in, fuck some hate mail. And if you think that the jocks sound quirky, allow me to introduce you to the shit that irks me.
Alright, you sons of fucking bitches. Welcome to the shit that fucking cocksucking irks me. I'm Maxwell Silver fucking Hammer.
I'm GJ Jerkin fucking man.
Yeah, jerkin' man.
Hey, I don't jerk too many men. You know, just
Sure?
myself once in a while when I need it.
Man, well here it is, a week. We took a week down, and
You know, literally it was more than a week because we had the 2 weekends, and
true.
so it just
Yeah.
seemed longer because of that, I believe.
I guess so, man. But a week is a week.
Well,
You know?
this last week, these last fucking
It's been pretty wild. By the way, before we get started, I just have to tell you, I went back and I took a shit, while you guys were doing the other show. And it was actually a very clean shit. It was like 2 nice, juicy turds just flew out of my ass. And that was it. And it was
this is mostly what I missed about doing the show.
I bet it was.
Yeah, I mean, because, I sat back and I thought, I have not had a daily update of Max's shit.
Well, now here you go. I'm making up for lost time.
I thank you for that.
Well, it was basically very clean. And even when I wiped, it was like, wow.
Great.
It was a very clean shit, man.
Very good.
So anyway, I just had to share that with you.
Oh, thanks.
So now into the there's some good and there's some shit.
So are we still on your shit, or are we on talking about other things now?
Well, other kinds of shit.
Okay.
So let's see. I guess I'll get into that first, like the most irky thing, huh? So more problems with that chick again, that Sophia chick.
But the weird thing about this whole thing is there was a transitional period there that I don't think they know about.
Oh, I better bring them up. Yeah.
Because the last you left, there was a problem, but they didn't know there was a non-problem for a little bit there.
That was no problem. Shit. Well, let's see. Okay, that's right, because we had Miller on, so I didn't really have a chance to talk about that.
No, you didn't.
Well, yes, this Sophie and I finally did talk. She wrote me on Facebook. I think I did tell that part where she had written me on Facebook and said, look, I've had other issues going on. There's been a lot happening in my life, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And so I wrote her back and I said, I understand. I'll call you. And we sort of went and then, she said, well, give me a call tomorrow. Anyway, we did wind up connecting finally. And we talked and everything seemed okay. Well, I said, well, let's try to hang out Sunday.
I noticed how you said seemed.
Seemed. Well, here comes the seam right here. So I said, let's try for Sunday, which was a week from yesterday. Or a week before yesterday, whatever. So anyway, I said, let's go for Sunday. So she said, okay, fine, let's do that. That sounds good. We'll hang. And she even offered, she was like, this time I'll buy the pizza. She's like, I don't want you to think that, I'm just trying to get you to pay for free meals for me all the time. And
Sophie was the girl that you went on 2 dates with.
Yeah, that was back in June.
Back in June.
Somewhere.
you took her out to eat twice. She kind of like took off, went to another state or whatever.
Yep.
Never really contacted you. Contacted her. It took her a month to get hold of you again.
Yep.
And then kind of told you she had her phone screwed up or something.
Something about her phone.
And then lost your number again for, another month or so?
She was out of communication for another probably 3 months or so, where after she texted me in August, I didn't text her back, and you think that should have raised a red flag for her, but she didn't really do anything. She didn't,
right.
So I figured, okay, well, good. Maybe she got the hint. She's not going to text again, and that's the end of it. So then here comes November, and it's right around Thanksgiving, and she's texting me saying, Happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to be in town in December. I'd like to see you, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, that's when I didn't text back, and then she was all over my nuts, fucking.
So it was love lost at that point.
I guess, on her end maybe. But so finally, after she had written me and whatever, we talked, and I said, all right, so cool, we'll come on over Sunday, and we'll hang out and whatever, and we'll watch movies or just do whatever. And she said she'd pay for pizza. So I was like, all right, good.
She was going to pay for the pizza?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, because she said that...
Because she felt like she munched you out, so you were going to munch on her.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
Nice way to put it, right?
So we had planned for her to come, and so Sunday morning I texted her, and I said, what time are you coming? Or what time's your ride again? So she texted back, said 3 o'clock. So I'm like, okay. So about 1 o'clock, which is like 2 hours before she's supposed to get picked up, I get a text from her, and she says, I think I'm getting sick. She said, I know you're going to be so mad at me. I feel like I'm getting sick. I have a sore throat, and I just don't feel well, and I think we need to reschedule.
Which it is going around. I did get sick.
I know. It is going around. So,
yeah.
I texted back. I said, all right, well, get better. Of course, I was a little bit disappointed, and I thought it was a little strange.
Because you wasn't getting pizza.
Yeah, or pussy. So, anyway, and it was weird that 2 hours before you're supposed to come, all of a sudden you cancel out. You know what I'm saying? That's a little bit suspect, I think. And, well, to make it even more suspect, the Humvee texts me. And she just said...
Who the hell's Humvee?
You know who the Humvee is. You better know who the Humvee is.
Oh, I know.
So the Humvee...
Just in case she's listening, I get nailed for it later.
Oh, right. Well, I'm the one who said it, so, The Humvee texted me and said, why did your friend cancel her ride to your house? And so the fact that it raised an alarm in another person, and I texted back, and I said, well, she claimed she was sick. And so she texts back and goes, that's funny. She didn't sound sick. And I'm like, you know what? And here's the thing. Here's why I trust Humvee. Because Humvee's military. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They listen for shit. They pay attention, know? So they're very in tune to if somebody's lying, if something's not 100%.
Something just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, that's their. I mean, obviously, what she does with them is a little different, but
right.
Still
your instincts.
Yeah, you still have. You're taught that. I mean,
and she's a fucking woman.
Yeah,
she can kind of sense if another woman's bullshitting.
So I said, and believe me, when you guys tell me things, just because I don't react to them right away, doesn't mean I'm not putting them in the back of my head for later.
Just like your Jackum things?
Yeah, it's just like my Jackums, but it goes into a separate bank.
Oh,
obviously.
okay.
So, I just have a different.
Good thing it doesn't go into the same one.
No, no. Just a different compartment.
That would be weird.
Yeah, that'd be a little strange. So, anyway, I had kind of been texting Sophie throughout the week and how you feeling and, oh, I'm still sick, I'm this and that.
But the whole time, was you thinking anything different, or were you just kind of like playing it along to see how it would run?
Playing it along to see how it would run.
All right.
Just kind of watching it. And I said, well, we got to plan again to do something, maybe this weekend. And she said, well, I don't know. We'll see about this weekend. Not sure. And I said, okay, fine. So come Saturday, I hadn't heard from her for a few days. She texted me on Christmas, Merry Christmas, all that shit. So
did you say Merry Christmas back?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We got to talk about that later because, I was really scared for you for a minute.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
You put Happy Motherfucking Christmas or something, and I thought something had happened.
Merry motherfucking cocksucking Christmas?
Yeah, I think I thought something really truly happened to you.
No, well,
I thought
mean,
like a pod from another planet came down, and you slept next to it, and you came out, a whole new different Maxwell.
No, I mean, I was in a good mood. I'll get into all
once
that.
again, so that alarmed me.
Yeah, that could be a little bit shocking. But so I texted her Saturday, and I said, hey, you want to? I'm off for this whole week. Can we try for Friday? So she texted back and said, sure. I don't see why not. I'm still sick, but I think it's just bronchitis. I don't think I'm contagious anymore. But we can, see if we can do Friday. So I texted her back and I said, do you need my address info? And I never heard back. So I'm like, okay. So Sunday I texted her and I said, hey, did you get my text about needing my address info? And she texted back and she was like, oh, yeah, sorry. I just got out of the emergency room. Turns out I have something that's really viral and I am really contagious. And so then at this point I'm going, okay, now it's getting ridiculous. I mean, okay, yes, you may be legitimately sick.
Right.
But something.
Did you want to share her germs?
Not really. I mean, I definitely didn't want to get sick. But at the same time.
All these other times, it was the phone. How many different times?
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of bullshit.
And I had talked to Humvee. I mean, we were talking as this was going on.
Yeah, right.
So, and she pretty much told me, it was bullshit.
See,
she knew it was bullshit.
So the Humvee, could kind of pick up on that kind of shit. And that's why I was, when she said it, it really made me think, and I'm like, okay, there's something going on here. So.
And you were correct.
Well, now she was sick, as I found out later. Because she put some stuff on Facebook.
Guess what?
Huh.
I am sick.
But you're in here.
I was only 2 days down. 2 days ago, I was fucking delirious walking around the house throwing pills. I don't even know what the hell I was doing. Like fucking Easter Bunny or something.
Right.
Today, I'm in here fucking working a full shift.
Right, exactly. Well, that's it. Or when she first started feeling, how you're feeling you're getting sick. I mean, it can't be too bad to where you can't function. You can at least come over and just chill out. I mean, it's not like we're going to go, hiking or mountain biking or some shit.
How long of a difference was this time? About a week or almost. That was about a week span from the beginning to the end, right?
Actually, it was. Yep, it was a week, an actual week.
So she couldn't have made some sort of plan within that time?
Right, exactly. So there was something that just wasn't seeming to fit, Right. So finally she was just like, I'm sorry, sweetie. I feel like such a flake and blah, blah, blah.
She said that to you?
Yeah.
She called you sweetie?
Yeah, she always does that.
Oh, that's sweet.
Text messages. So finally I said.
Like a sweetie.
I texted her back. Yeah, I do, don't I? so I texted her back and I said, yeah, I'm getting used to it with you by now. And she was like, I'm so sorry. Just usual bull. And, like I said, it's true that maybe she's sick, but like we were saying, there's something, some people just have dumb karma.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like just shitty things that they seem to attract. Like it may not always be their fault per se.
But it just happens.
It just happens. It's like what follows them. So, you really don't want any part of that because it just is going to affect you the whole time.
So you don't want to be her love muffin at this point.
Not at this point. So then anyway, she said something else and I texted her back and I said, she goes, I'll keep you up to date on the progress of my recovery. So I texted back.
The progress of my recovery?
Yeah, she said.
Was she in ICU?
Well, I don't know. She said she was in the hospital and was having trouble breathing.
Oh, she was in the hospital?
She was, yeah.
So she stayed in the hospital.
She was there for a couple hours, she said, from what.
So she probably had an asthma attack, or maybe she was congested and they did a
breathing treatment
and stuff.
Yeah, it's just usual
typical cold
procedure,
flu shit.
like when you're really sick. But
right.
I don't know. It's just something I didn't want a part of. And so finally, I texted her, and I said, you know what? Better yet, lose my number. And then that's when she was like, well, that's pretty fucked up. You're pissed off at me because I'm sick.
You said lose her number.
Yeah,
lose your number.
I said lose my number.
Damn.
You're
a cold-hearted sweetie.
Like, fuck off. Well, then I just said, I was like, I said, you just can't stop fucking up.
Wow, you told her she fucked up?
Yeah, just, it's just like more shit, every time,
So she lost a good thing, and she damn well did not even know it yet.
You goddamn straight.
You tell him, sweetie.
So then she texts back, and then she tells me to go fuck myself. And she's like, you know what?
You're going to have to at that point. You didn't take her out.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it wouldn't matter. I'd be fucking myself if we were dating anyway. And what's worse, having somebody that supposedly you're kind of a dating relationship with, or
Right.
you're solo. You're fucking yourself anyway. I'd rather be solo and at least I understand what's going on. Whereas if you have somebody, but yet, you can never see him because of stupid fucking reasons, then what's the problem? What's the point? So then she told me to go fuck myself and whatever, and I'm an asshole, and she spent all this time in the emergency room and she could barely breathe, and I'm being a dick about it and all this other shit. So I texted her back and I said, "Fuck you, you cunt." I said,
Of course, you got to throw the C in there.
Of course.
You fucking cunt.
I said, no wonder your boyfriend broke up with you. He was probably sick of your shit
Wow.
too.
You told her. Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, I threw some grenades. So needless to say, after all that, I didn't hear back.
You don't want to share no more shit stories with her, do you?
Nah, no more shit story.
Boy, she's so unlucky.
so I was kind of, and even when Sluggo came over to hang out yesterday, I was kind of telling him, I sort of felt bad for, I'm like, well, she was genuinely sick, and maybe,
So you started feeling a little remorse.
yeah, a little remorse.
Whoa.
Little conscience kicker in there.
Oh, fuck. Did the room just spin? Shit.
Man, you make me out to be this cold-hearted motherfucker.
Well, remember what AK said? You had what? Fucking, God, I can't remember right now. Shit.
I have what?
Remember, you had no, oh, fuck, come on. The words you.
No heart? No.
Damn, no, we know we don't have a heart. What
Good.
the fuck
Won't
was
have
it?
hard
Goddamn.
problems later in life, then, will I?
I hope she doesn't listen to this ever. She'd be like, Jerkman, you fucking idiot. Oh, God. I can't remember it right now.
Well, I have no kill switch or no.
Well, we know you don't have that either. You have no filter. You have no kill switch. No fucking heart.
I don't have a lot
We
of
know you
shit.
have a fucking burnout colon. It's not remorse. The other
scruples? No, I have scruples. I would.
Oh, fuck. You're fucking me up by saying more. Oh, fuck it.
You'll think of it
I'll
later at
figure
4
it
in the
out.
morning.
Yeah. I'll call you back.
So, anyway, she. So I thought that was the end of it. Well, here it was, 1:15 in the goddamn morning.
That same night.
This morning.
This morning.
Monday morning.
And was 2 days ago you talked to her.
Actually, it was yesterday,
Okay.
Sunday.
So she waited about a 24 hour, well, more than 24 hours.
Yeah, well, this was all going on at, say, 10 o'clock in the morning or so. So, now here it is, 1 a.m. in the morning, Monday morning.
Empathy.
And
That was the
empathy-
word I was looking for.
Empathy?
Empathy.
You know what? I'll have empathy to a point.
Okay.
And but some shit.
See, they'd be so proud of me
and
that
you
I
know
got
what?
it out.
Too, I got a kind of like Humvee in a way. I've got a good sense of when shit's just not right. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? When somebody's not really being genuine with me. Yeah.
Right.
So I can kind of tell.
So she calls you at
1:15 in the morning, and it was like 1:19 according to the voicemail. But actually,
you did round the world calculations and multiple times of how many satellites may be
Yeah.
reflecting off of. So you
kind
calculated
of rounded it up.
Yeah.
1:15. So anyway, she her message was, and she was coughing on the voicemail. And she didn't sound good.
Really?
Yeah, just kind of like you're doing now. And so she just said, I'm sick, you I wish I would have saved the message, but basically she was like, I'm sick, you fucking dickhead. No wonder you don't have a girlfriend, you black-hearted piece of shit, or something like that.
Oh, wait a minute.
And what's up?
So she stewed this whole time.
Yeah, well, she first said I wasn't going to answer you, but then that's when she said, but you know what? I'm sick, you fucking dickhead. No wonder you don't have a girlfriend, you black-hearted piece of shit, or whatever.
Maybe, I think you upset her.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe she did like you.
Well,
And maybe that was her defensive response to this.
Well, maybe so, but she fucked up. It's like, okay, your karma's fucked up. Your aura's fucked up. You know what I'm talking about.
You don't want to touch her aura with your aura.
No, hell no. I don't want
to get some kind of fucking
be dealing with that bullshit.
Rainbow-colored thing popping out.
So then she says to me, because I had mentioned her boyfriend, no wonder your boy. She's like, he's very protective of me still, and he does still love me.
Still?
Yeah, she mentioned that. She said he's very protective of me still, and
man, you broke her in all different kinds of directions.
and he cares about me, and he says, she goes,
did she have her boyfriend call in later to confirm this?
Well, no, then here's what she does. This is where she fucks up. She goes, and if he ever tracks you down, he'll break you apart with his bare hands.
Wow.
And I said, oh, nice. Leave a physical threat on a voicemail.
You don't save this voicemail.
No, I did not.
Wow.
But I texted her back, and I said, actually, at first I did save it.
Wait a minute. You're going to tell... Okay, wait, no, go ahead. Tell me what you texted back to her.
I said, well, I just listened to your voicemail. I said, the one about the guy breaking me apart with his bare hands? And I said, that's, you left a physical threat on my voicemail, which I'm going to save. And I said, I said, would you like to go to jail? And so she texts back and she goes, lose my number, asshole, or lose my number, jerk off. So then I texted back to her, and I said, listen, you better hope nothing happens to me, because I'll tell you what, right now, the police will pull that voicemail up, and the cops will be at your front door, and you and him can both rot in jail. How about that? And she was like, God don't like ugly, and, him and I don't need, we're decent people, and we don't need to do anything to you. We're going to let God do it, and you can, you don't worry about texting me back. I'm going to block your phone number. And she called me heartless, and I was vicious, and all this other shit.
Wow.
So anyway, what you think about that?
You smell that?
Yeah, smells like
love
bullshit.
in the air.
Oh, I thought I was gonna say bullshit.
It smells like love in the air.
Oh, look at you! You can't even get
the undeniable JT Money, aka the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man.
Oh, yes, I can, motherfucker.
What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do, so don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic, like you already know. Get him, Jay!
Answer me this. When did having a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob music. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a GAC, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gonna slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jisenbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually, I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do you do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy and content and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hit on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the rum runner.
Great, just what I've always wanted, my own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it. At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance. Available for digital download only. Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your front. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters, so turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul, Hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Drickman,
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
Oh, yes. So, yes, that bitch is gone in the wind.
And you're happy about that?
I mean,
you feel bad a little, don't you?
Okay, there's one part of me, yes, that does feel kind of like, damn, well,
I mean, you do have a heart. I mean, I know you do.
Okay, stop
You're
that
the
shit
Tin
now,
Man,
goddammit.
but,
Stop that shit now.
you know,
That's enough of that heart talk.
I am the Wizard of Oz. And
No, I don't want the heart. Give it to someone else. But no, yeah, there's a part of me that's like, well, damn, man, that was kind of shitty. I sort of made an unnecessary enemy, kind of thing. But at the same time, if you just kind of can see bullshit ahead, why not take a detour? You know what I'm saying? And my mindset was this too. Here it is. I give you another chance, and somehow something comes in and fucks it up.
She was lucky you gave her a chance.
Actually, she was. She was.
I mean, God blessed her for a minute, and she blew it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
See, I get you.
No, you know what I'm saying, though. It's
I know what you're saying.
Some bullshit, really. It's like, here you give, the fact that I was willing to just write her the fuck off and be like, look, you blew me off. You it was pretty shitty. You're fake.
Well, to be totally honest with you, last time you talked about her, I didn't think there was ever going to be a conversation about her again.
Yeah, you thought that was the end, right?
I thought that was pretty much it.
No, it was not.
Then I was a big surprise, though, when I heard that someone was getting a ride to your house the one day, and I'm like, no shit.
Oh, that's right, because you said something to me that day, and you're like, hey,
I had a dream last night.
that, I was a dispatcher for this company that gave rides, and this girl was getting a ride to your house. And, well,
As a matter of fact, that was Thursday.
2 Thursdays ago.
2 Thursdays ago, yeah.
And I just said, all right, I'll give you a chance. This is, it's kind of like, my mindset is you don't rob a bank your first day on parole. You know what I'm saying?
You wait for the second?
Yeah, you probably wait
right.
for
third, maybe.
A couple days later.
Okay.
But don't do it the first day, man.
At least not the first day.
No, not the first. Not a good look at all,
Doesn't work.
So here it is. I give you a chance. I don't know. I mean, do you honestly think I'm being unreasonable?
No, I don't. I mean, it depends on what you're really looking for, to be honest with you. I mean, if you felt you could trust her or you thought she was being honest, then sure. But you had doubts about it. So if you're having doubts, someone that's a friend of yours, honestly had doubts about it.
Right.
Whether you were both right, whether you're both wrong. I had doubts about it when I heard it. So...
Yeah. Well,
but it's really, something you just don't know.
It's one of those things where, I mean, I don't think she's a bad person.
You think she's a cunt, though?
Yeah, that's the difference.
Well, yeah, I mean, cunts are nice, right?
Yeah, they can
cuddly,
be.
Cuddly cunts.
Cuddly cunts. Some can be hairy and soft, and, you could pet them.
Well, of course, yeah. And then some of them have teeth and bite, maybe.
Yeah.
The ones you date.
Yeah, that's only the ones I date. You know how that goes. But, I mean, with this kind of thing, it's like, okay, I think she's a nice person and probably means well,
right.
But just has a lot of fucked up karma or fucked up vibe or something. I've known a few people like that where every time you deal with them, there's some bullshit, somewhere. Right. And so it's just going to be more problems than it's worth. And I guess I just felt like, maybe I better cut this off, And I think the call
you had your penis removed?
No, I still got it. You want to see?
I'm looking at it right now.
So, but I think the call in the morning, the 1 o'clock call, I think that was revenge anger. I know women do that. Yeah, I know.
If they feel hurt, that's what they'll do.
Yeah, well, I know that's.
So it wasn't like a and see, that's the part that throws me off just a tiny bit here. Because it was unnecessary for her to do that if she really didn't give two shits about you.
Right.
She would have just said, fuck him. He's a dickweed. I don't give a fuck.
Right. But obviously she
fact that she stewed and then felt the need to threaten to have you broken into pieces.
Yeah. Well, and that bothers me because it's like, whoa, now we're talking about physical threats and would you do something?
Women only usually do that as if they love you and you fuck them. Then they want to kill you.
Yeah, well, I never did anything with her.
That's what I'm saying.
So
shit.
It's like, well, this, you should fucking, try. And even that, I'm sorry, but that Sunday, even like Humvee said, she didn't sound sick. I'm sure she may have been feeling a little bit sick, but probably not sick enough to not come over.
Look, I'm sick and I'm here with you.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't give a shit if you get my fucking germs.
Yeah, exactly. And I've been the same way. You remember that?
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, I was sick and I was in here,
Yeah.
and you're like, fuck it, nigga.
Yeah.
You're paying me, so I don't care.
Fucking sit your ass down.
I'm paying to get sick. God damn it. Or I'm getting paid to get sick. Yeah. So
It's funny I didn't get it from you.
No, it wasn't mine. See, you can't blame me for this shit.
No.
So, but yeah, man, I guess that was that. Easy come, easy go, I guess is what it's going to be.
Weird week.
And but there's been some good things too that we should talk about.
Okay, look.
Uh-huh.
When you say good things and you're excited like that,
yeah,
say it slowly. My heart just went.
Oh yeah. I don't have a heart, so it doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. I do. So take it easy on this thing, okay? I'm older.
Well, so there's been a few things on both mine and Jerkman's ends that were good.
Wow.
And I got to say, remember how I was bitching about my Christmas karma? Like
Yeah.
the last 5 Christmases, shitty things have happened.
You weren't
and
too excited about this one coming upon us.
I was a little bit afraid, a little apprehensive, would you say?
Right.
And I mean, not that they've been horrible every time, but it just seemed like the last 5 Christmases, there's just been issues. You know what I'm saying? There was, 2009, I broke up with Shell on Christmas. 2010, I was reeling from the breakup with Koala still, 2011, I thought I was going to have to put Ticket down. Remember?
I remember that.
Which
yeah.
I wound up having to put her down a couple months after that. what were we at? 2012, I was fighting with Kaylee. Remember? That bullshit?
Yeah, I remember that.
2013 was
I was
just
on the fucking phone with you.
That's right. You called me. You're like, what the fuck just happened? And you're like, oh, man, I think you jumped the goddamn gun, man. Actually, both you and Mac Metro were saying that. But later you guys were like, yeah.
I was wrong.
Maybe you were right.
Yeah.
Then 2013, 2013 was just kind of, I don't know, it was just kind of a
Bland, like a bleh.
that, and it was kind of a sad Christmas because my mom wasn't, Christmas without my mom is just strange. Her and my stepdad were out of town. They went on vacation for the Christmas. So it was just different. It was weird, not having my mom around.
So it wasn't really bad. It was just set off a little.
Yeah, it was kind of sad. I'll be honest. It was kind of a depressing day for me. I was kind of like, damn, it doesn't even feel like Christmas.
You didn't cry or nothing, did you?
No, I didn't cry, but I mean, I just felt low. You know what I'm saying? Where you
I've been there.
You weren't motivated. You just kind of were like,
Trust me, I was there for a long fucking period of time.
Yeah, more than just Christmas. Huh?
More than just fucking Christmas.
So I was a little apprehensive about this Christmas, but well, the thing that really made my Christmas pretty cool, and this was a few days prior to Christmas, I finally heard from Tootsie Toes.
Now, see, that warms my heart.
Life was
just
good.
hearing Tootsie Toes warms my fucking heart.
Doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it started right at my feet because
Hey,
just of
stop
the
that.
anticipation.
No, what happened was, this is interesting. Funny enough, and maybe see, this is why you think shit happens for a reason.
Okay.
When Sophie flaked out on me on that last Sunday, with the whole I think I'm getting AIDS, I can't come over, that bullshit.
Wow, she said AIDS?
No, that's just me putting my own shit.
Hey man, I think I got AIDS. I'll be over next week. I'm getting tested right now. Like, no, stay the fuck away.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't want your AIDS. You just keep them over there. But anyway, so I called Cockatiel. And I was a little bit bent out of shape, and I was like, this fucking bitch, here it is. And I used my famous line I just used a little while ago about not robbing banks the first day on parole, and, what the fuck, I gave her a chance, and she pulls this bullshit. And she was she was kind of getting me to calm down a little. She's like, well, just calm down, maybe try to give her another chance, text her tomorrow.
Twins.
See, what's that?
Oh, nothing. Just I saw a picture of your twin.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Who's that? Kurt Angle?
No. We'll talk about that one later.
Oh, yeah. That's funny. So, anyway, so Cockatiel was like, yeah, talking me out of my tree on that one and saying, text her tomorrow, see how she's feeling, maybe, in a week or so, see if she'll come by and, if you guys can do something then. So then we started talking about Tootsie Toes, and I was like, yeah, man, it's just like on all fronts, man, I'm getting fucked. And, and then what she mentioned with Tootsie Toes was interesting. She goes, did you tell her how you felt? And I said, well, no, which I really didn't. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
you did send her a creepy fucking email.
Oh, it wasn't creepy. I just gave her my phone number,
yeah.
but
and a blocked thing to go with it, and
Had a-
information, and and background check if she wanted it.
Hey, well, you know what? That's what you know. Like, hey, look, I want you to understand that I'm I'm who I say I am. I'm not here to do you any harm. I want you to trust me, and so on and so forth. So anyway, I was like, well, good point. She's like, yeah, maybe you ought to lay it out and tell her how you really feel. And I said, well, okay. So I said, well, I'm probably going to have to get drunk before I do something like that.
So you got drunk to do this?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I didn't.
I'm impressed then.
I hung up, and, after we got done talking, and I went in my computer room and banged her out a message. And I even told her during the message, I said, look, I'm sorry, but my hands are shaking and my fucking heart's in my balls.
Did it sound a lot like this? Beep boop beep boop beep boop. I am so sorry. Beep boop beep boop beep boop. I would like to apologize. Beep boop beep boop beep boop. How's it feel, motherfucker?
Yeah, you like that? So no, I just told her. I said, God, I said this is a hard message for me to write. Which was true. Jesus, my hands were shaking. I was just like,
they were shaking.
Fuck yeah, I was like, mess it up.
You've never even heard this woman's. We suspect to be a woman's voice.
Well,
what are you going to do? Honestly, what are you going to do if this turns out to be a fucking guy?
I'll be very impressed. I will shake this man's hand.
So you won't continue the date?
No, at that point I would
be Red Lobster. I don't know.
but what I would do is be like, wow, man, I'd have to commend the guy if anything.
Seriously? You wouldn't bitch him out? You'd be like, wow, you're good at this shit.
Yeah, all I could do is commend him. I'd have to say, wow, dude, you are a fucking master. Tell me your secret. What do you do?
The secret to getting men attracted to him?
Well,
I don't want to know that secret.
How do you pull that off? I mean, well, it's interesting because I've read thousands of online females' profiles. You know what I'm saying? On
thousands of them?
Shit, yeah. I've been on dating sites. I've been on Facebook. I've been on other social networking sites.
Good thing you're not lonely.
Experience Project. I've just seen, man. Just different women's profiles.
Just out reading shit. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, nobody's really just jumped out and snagged me like that one. And which is, I think she should write a book about she should be an online dating coach. Honestly.
Wow.
Seriously, because she really makes her profile come to life. I mean, it's hard to explain unless you've read it or whatever. But it's one of those things where I'm just like, wow, this is the first online chick that's really just made me go, whoa, and there's something here. There's got to be. So anyway, I know you think it's crazy because I've never even met this person.
Well, I can no longer judge anything that's fucking crazy that I think would be crazy.
Yeah, you have a story too, which I will let you get to.
I am totally off from judging anything any longer for as long as I live.
Let me speed this one up so you can tell your
that's
shit.
fine. You can take your time.
But so anyway, she I told her basically how I felt. I said, look, I am attracted to you. And I said, I'm sorry if I crept you out by giving you my phone number, and that's not my intent. And, I just basically explained myself, and laid it all out there as to, who I am. That's why I said, I want you to, listen to the shows. I want you to read my stories. I want you to know who I am, and all that. The next day, I did get a message back from her. And she said, look, I'm so sorry. It's taken me so long to write you back. And she said, between just being busy, she said, and kind of what you said in the last couple messages, yeah, I'll admit I was a little bit crept out by the phone thing. She's had a situation that really...
So see?
That
she was creeped out by it.
Yeah, she was.
So A.K. Ocelot and I were correct.
You guys
did creep her out.
It did creep her out. Well, I just, I was like, damn.
I did creep her out. We're not sure yet.
We don't know what that is.
We don't know.
Right. So, anyway, hey, it's fun to dream, right?
Hey, it never hurts, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so she basically just, said that she had another situation that was really fucked up, and we won't go into that. But basically, she said, eventually she'd like to talk to me, but she said the key words eventually, and we've only known each other a couple months, and she'd like to keep it online and for now. And I said, okay, fine. That's totally cool. Plus she said she's not really looking for anything romantic right now. And
she's not.
No. So, why?
No reason.
Should everybody?
No. Maybe she didn't get her banana split done.
What?
Maybe she didn't get her banana split done.
What's the banana split? Oh, wow. Damn, that's fucked up. You're convinced it's a guy, huh?
There's something telling me. Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is. Something's not right there. I'm telling you right now.
But there's something. I don't. She's very
something.
consistent.
I'm telling you. Trust me. You know I've got some kind of stuff
I know you do.
sometimes,
I know
and
you
there's
do.
something just not right there. And it doesn't take anybody with any kind of fucking special abilities to see this. There's something not right.
Well, like I said, it's. I don't know. It just seems consistent. I mean, the stuff she says, it's like, okay, it all seems to check out. You know,
Well,
it's all. You
But
know,
like I said, I'm no longer judging anything because, but other than that, yeah.
well, and
Who
maybe
knows, you might like it.
maybe it's maybe it's just somebody that's got. Well, and like I said, there was something else that, a situation I don't want to go into that she kind of explained to me,
Right.
and
She wanted you to keep it private.
and so
Understandable.
respecting her wishes, I'm doing just that.
Wanted you to keep that private, so that way,
Here comes the joke.
I couldn't even keep that one the fuck in. Neither will he be able to.
Well, I mean, I can't really, I don't know. There's not enough. I mean, all I can do is dream. Like I said, I mean, I can only hope, but, and, but,
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't know. I mean, people have, some people just aren't ready. That's it. It's not their fault, not your fault, nobody's fault.
No.
It just happens. Like I said, I still got weird feelings and vibes from it, at least I should say, but it doesn't mean that I'm right. Maybe she is not ready at this time.
And it's very possible.
And then that's something you have to decide. Is that something, you're going to wait for? I mean,
Well-
you could sit back and say, you know what? I'm not looking particularly right now. I do like her. So if nothing comes along, then you'll be there. But
Well, and I think too, because she kind of said, eventually, she goes, I understand if you don't want to talk to me anymore, and she's like, people have to do what they got to do, and I understand. She's like, but I would still like to be your friend, and continue to go back and forth on here, and so of course, I wrote her back another long email, and then she wrote me back like the next day, responding to that one, and then I haven't heard from her in a while. She hasn't been on. So yeah, that kind of boosted my my Christmas a little bit, and Christmas and all was pretty good. Although there was one thing I'll have to talk about later with my brother, but so my Christmas karma's changed. I felt this Christmas
at least this Christmas so far.
Yeah, it felt.
Not so far. It's already passed.
Yeah, but it felt good. I mean, I actually enjoyed my Christmas.
So how do you feel you're rolling into the new year?
I'm feeling positive.
You are?
I am. I'm feeling positive. I'm feeling good.
And I think, you owe all this to me, right?
Do
because I was the one that came up with 2 years ago to bend over at the beginning of the fucking year.
To take it on the ass?
Take it in the ass.
Yeah.
And fuck the rest of the goddamn year.
Well, but that didn't really improve my. I mean, not that I had a bad year.
But look at your last 2 years. They've gradually they've improved. We've done it twice now.
Well, that's true. So maybe every dick in the ass every yeah.
Yeah, at the beginning of the year, take it then, get it over with.
Huh. I think we're going to try something different this year, though.
Oh, yeah, fuck it all up now. We get it something rolling good, and you want to fuck it up.
You think taking it in the ass? Well, I don't know, man. Maybe like clenching your cheeks maybe at the beginning of the year?
But then you're blocking it, so you're
Let
not really
it know
taking
that
it.
no
Just
dicks will
take
go up your
it,
ass.
buddy. Take it.
Tell you what, how about we both do something different? You do the take it in the ass.
Okay, and then we're going to see what happens at the end of next year?
And who's got the better year? Yeah.
Huh.
What the fuck?
What the fuck did you just do?
Because I'm like, all right. Only guys come up with shit like this. All right, man, I'm going to clench my butt cheeks this year. You fucking bend over at the beginning of the year, and let's see who's got the better year. Like, what kind of fucking dumb shit is that? Fuck it, we're going to do it because we're superstitious like that,
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it felt good. You know what? it just feels good to laugh and have fun. That's how I can. I don't want to go in prejudging either because when I've done that the last couple of years, this is going to be a better year. Bullshit happens. So I'm just going to say I'm taking the agnostic approach and saying, I don't know. I'm hoping for a good year. I feel positive, but you never can tell.
Well, see, I noticed that when my year changed and when things changed for me was when I stopped expecting the year to be different for me and I needed to be different for the year.
Yeah, see, that's it. Yeah, that whole, it's changing up and I'm going to be
just because a calendar changed didn't mean anything changed in my fucking life. If I didn't change anything, nothing else changed.
Nothing's going to change.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So, I changed my way of looking at things. I've changed my attitude on certain things, you know, and it set me on a course of a different direction, bottom line. A direction I always wanted to be in, but never thought I would get in. But I knew I was never going to, was never going to make it there unless I at least started to paddle that way or something.
Yeah, well, and two, I think sometimes shit pushes you that way. It's not always like you get yourself there.
Well, see, that's it.
It's not like you make this active role. Okay, I'm going to stop eating bad food, or I'm going to stop drinking, or whatever. Right. It's just like things just kind of push you that way. It's just kind of like this.
I got broadsided.
Well, yeah, you did. And
yeah.
It's kind of a.
It was wow, yeah.
Well.
And I'm not going to even start on that yet because we're almost at the top of the hour.
Yeah, but needless to say, maybe it was good that Sophia didn't come over last weekend.
Because?
It gave me a chance to write Tootsie Toes and get that stuff out there, and it opened up dialogue, and things are cool.
Did you hear something?
What did I hear this time?
No, seriously, I thought I heard something that time.
What did you hear?
Like a lady.
What did she say?
I didn't hear her say something. I just thought I heard something.
Heard a woman's voice?
Yeah.
It's the ghost of Tootsie Toes.
Oh, great. Just need a ghost of fucking Tootsie Toes at all talk.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Maybe you couldn't hear that because it was a female's voice.
Oh! Be right back, bitches.
What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that, and guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do, so don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic, like you already know. Get him, Jay!
Answer me this. When did happen a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob music. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a GAC, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we We gonna hit the track right now, and we gonna slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jismbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually, I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do you do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy and content and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hit on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the warm water.
Great, just what I've always wanted, my own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it. At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your front. My tongue's replaced in the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts.
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Jerkman,
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
Oh, yes, bitches. Hour 2, segment 3 of the shit that fucking cocksucking irks me.
Poo-poo that irks him.
Did I tell you it feels good to be back here?
It does?
Yes, it does.
It does, doesn't it?
Feels good to be back, man.
Yeah.
You know, after a week of not being able to do a show, it's like...
I don't know. I'm enjoying this, don't get me wrong, but I really enjoyed myself.
I mean, yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. It was kind of nice to have the time off, but I was kind of ready to get back, too.
Well, yeah, because you had some stuff storing up.
I did.
It was like a jackum you couldn't get off.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine that. Like, you know, reminds me of the time I was stung on my right hand, and my hand swole up really big. And
You actually got stung?
I got stung by a bee when I was at camp and when I was a kid. I was about 17 or something. And my hand swole up really big, and yeah, that's my jack hand, so I kind of couldn't.
You couldn't switch? You're not a switch hitter?
Yeah, I was trying to. It didn't really work too good.
Oh.
You know, that was hard, man. Wiping my ass with my left hand and jacking off with my left hand. You know, it was just.
Wow.
It wasn't. I just
wasn't satisfying. Right?
No, it just didn't do what it was supposed to. You know.
Wow.
So, but I mean, I made do. I guess, obviously. But
survived.
Yeah, but still, it wasn't anything that was great. But yeah, it goes to show you I'm allergic to bees, so that's why
apparently so.
I try to be very leery when it comes to bees.
Well, you can't be deathly allergic to them, or you would have died.
Yeah, but I think every time you get stung, it gets worse.
EpiPen or something.
Yeah, well, every time I think I've heard every time if you get stung again, your reaction's going to be worse than it was the prior time.
Really?
So yeah, but I believe. See, I got stung after that though, on the back of my leg, and I took some Benadryl, and that actually knocked everything out before it got too bad. So maybe I was okay. Maybe Benadryl's the miracle drug for me. I don't know.
For you, it is.
Yeah, I guess so. So your Christmas was interesting too, man. You had some shit happen.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Huh.
How do you want to even go into it?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of very weird for me. But, well, we know for the longest period of time that I have been up and down with certain things in my life and looking for certain things in my life and knowing that it was time that maybe I found certain things in my life. You know, everybody gets to that point where they want a significant other, or they want a relationship, or they want companionship, or whatever it be.
Mm-hmm.
And so someone a while back entered my life, and you know, we know who that person was,
right?
And never said nothing for a long period of time. And I started opening up to that person because they told me I needed to grow balls and do so.
Right?
So I did. And but that, you know, it wasn't right. That person,
they weren't feeling it like you were.
Yeah, I don't think that they were, and which was totally cool because the way they said things and did things for me was totally respectable. I mean, you know, didn't treat me like a piece of shit in any way, shape, or form or anything. And I think we went over that a billion times.
Right.
But what they did do was they opened me up to the fact that I can do this again, you know, because for years I just was shut down on a lot of stuff.
Thinking you were broken, that whole bit.
Yeah, and just wasn't sure where I stood with anything, you know. But that opened it up for me to start feeling that I was a person again, that I could do these things and accomplish things in life, you know. So I owe that person quite a bit, you know, and I always will.
You know, there's always that stepping stone person, right?
Like, I don't know if it was a stepping stone. I think it was the road I needed to be on.
Well, she was like I'll make the comparison here to my situation. She was like your Cecilia for me.
Okay, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
You know, that kind of opened it up for me, like, damn, you know, I can still love again. You know what I'm saying? And obviously nothing happened between me and her, but it kind of made me realize, hey, look, you know, you're not going to be stuck on that same person forever. You know, here's someone new.
Right, and it opened me up, really, is what it did. It opened me up to realize that I did still believe in certain things that I wasn't sure I did anymore. Whether I felt it inside or not didn't mean anything, you know. So, with that all being said, you know, that spun in its own direction, which, you know, we're still good friends, which is great.
Right.
You know, and I'll always cherish that and always be happy that that's there.
Right.
But then there was a birthday party that was coming up, which I had no idea about. And at this birthday party, I got called at the last second. And they're like, well, hey, why don't you come to this birthday party? And I'm like, okay. And I could not go because, you know, I really like the guy. They like me and stuff like that. So I was like, well, all right. And I happened to be talking on Facebook at the time with the Humvee. And I thought, wow, you know, I had tried a couple other times to just get dates because you don't want to go to these things by your fucking self. I mean, I'd been to a couple of them by myself, and it's really just, unless you're a fucking 21-year-old fucking kid, you know, or something like that, and you're just into fucking dancing and jumping around and getting smashed out of your fucking head and squeezing titty and ass all fucking night long and strangers you don't even fucking know, that's great. But if you're not,
I don't know. I'm almost 40. Sometimes I still get the inkling to do shit like that.
Well, that's because you're a creeper. Remember, we established that.
That's right.
And so I was on with her, and I thought, you know what? I'm not doing like I did. I grew the balls. I'm going to continue to have them. And I said, hey, would you like to go out with me? I said, I've got a birthday party to go to. I said, it's at Hyde, out at the Bellagio. I said, would you like to go? And she came back with, yeah, right away. I was like,
wow.
Oh, whoa, okay, that threw me off a little. So we eventually went. We got that night, you know, and she was trying to get ready and stuff, and, you know, things are going on. She's like, oh, I got to do this and that. And at first, I was like, okay, this is going to be like the other ones. Someone's going to get sick, or they can't make it.
You thought you were going to get Sophia-sized, huh?
Yeah. But I thought, no, I'm going to think positive. I'm not going to think that at all.
Well, there was a situation. Almost came close.
Yeah. Almost came close. But then it was that night, and she was on her way, or supposed to be on her way, and she was, oh, I'm running late. I thought, oh, there it is. It's coming. And I said, so you're not going to be here till later on? She goes, oh, no. She goes, I'm going to make sure I'm there. I was like, oh, okay. She goes, I'll be on time. She was a couple minutes late. Nothing major.
Nothing bad.
Yeah. So we went out that night. Now we get down there. Now, any other time I get into any of these motherfucking clubs, I get into any of this bullshit because we're VIP'd everywhere. This night, I get there. I get there first. It's me and her, and I go up, and my license isn't valid anymore. It's not been for like a year. I had some issues with the driver's license and shit, and just didn't get it until, you know. But I've gotten in there because they knew who I was, or they knew the people I was with, and didn't matter.
Right.
So this night, we're going in, and bam, they nailed me.
They carded you?
They carded me, and they carded me other places too. But you know, I was with the VIPs and stuff. They're like, he goes in. You don't bother him. He goes in.
Right.
You know, that night I'm like, wow, I got a date and everything. What do I get? I get fucking shot down.
Oh, shit. So what happened?
So I'm standing there and I'm like, oh my God, yeah, this is just fucking great. I said, don't worry about it. I said, wait till Sancho and you know, those guys show up. So Sancho shows up and he goes, oh man, he goes, I can't do anything about this one. I was like, shit. He goes, I wish you would just hung back. He said, because then we could have put you in, because I was in the VIP, and when I was up there, I said, well, I'm on the VIP list, and the lady goes through, she goes, yeah, he is. He goes, well, it doesn't matter, I can't, because I'm security, and blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm Mr.
Cop.
Big fucking dickwad.
Yeah, kindergarten cop, yeah.
I'm going to slap my big pee-pee down right now.
Right.
It's like, all right, whatever. So we're waiting for them, and they come up, and they're like, hey. So he says, you know what? He says, we'll get you in over to the high, you know, the high. Don't worry about it. So he said, we should be able to pull this one off. I was like, all right. So he said, just go hang around for about an hour because they were doing the interviews, which I was supposed to be in there for. It wasn't, so no biggie.
Right.
So we go out and we find this little bar, and we sat down and we had a drink together, and we started talking, and we were hitting it off very well. And I was like, wow, this is kind of nice.
So did you even go to the event?
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
Then what happened was, it was about an hour later, you know, we had our drink and that, and we sat and talked for a while, and we actually went back over, and as they were just coming out, which was kind of weird, and they were coming out, and Sancho goes, hey, George, get in the picture, because they were taking a big group picture.
Oh, okay.
And I'm trying to step in, and some girl's like, who the hell are you? I said, I'm the guy getting in the picture, dumbass. And so we stood there, took a picture real quick. Humvee stood off to the side. She didn't want in it. So then we go in, we get down to the high roll, or Hyde, and they're pointing me out. up at the front to the main security, like, you know, this guy comes through no matter what.
Right.
And we go walking up, and they pulled us through the line, and we get up there, and they're like, you know, like, don't touch this one. He goes through. We go walking through. Now, we get on the inside of this. All right. Fucking total pandemonium. I mean, it is just fucking utterly motherfucking insane.
Oh, I bet. With music and noise and
yeah, I mean, it was just it was so fucking packed. I mean, there had to have been way beyond the legal limit of how many people they could have in a fucking building in one goddamn night in a room.
Oh shit.
So we're going through and we're like, okay, now we had this designated area, which was the VIP area we had to be in. But what happens is when you get into these things, you get all the little glue chicks.
Oh.
They just fucking like little magnets. They come right over that area because, you know, look at me, I'm cute, I'm pretty, I want pictures of me.
They want to be seen. Okay,
yeah,
right.
and they're just hang all over the guys, you know, because they got the shortest mini skirt on, they got the tightest little asses, and they got the blah, 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 whatevers.
Right.
You know, so me and her are standing there. We're like looking around going, oh, God. And, you know, Sancho's like, hey, come on in, George, come on. And I'm like, how the fuck are we going to fit in there? So I was standing around waiting for the interview in there, which, you know, we're standing on the outer part of it because there was just no room. There's too many girls just swarming into the damn thing.
Right.
And I just chose to stand back instead of just trying to fight my way in through a bunch of little fucking, you know,
I like
twigs.
that term, glue chicks.
Yeah.
Because they're skinny like glue sticks.
Yeah.
And yet they're glue onto you because they want to be seen. And they want you, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so, you know, we're standing there and Sancho's like handing us drinks over all this shit.
Oh, shit. So you're still getting drinks? That's cool.
Yeah. They was giving us drinks and stuff. And we,
Okay.
they, you know, they don't never, you know, just like, hey, oh, yeah, fuck them. No,
Yeah,
they
not
always,
like, you didn't get Flavor Flaved, huh?
yeah, no, I never get with any of those guys. When we go out in the VIPs and that, I never get, yeah.
See, that was real shit.
Yeah.
Because it was white people, that's why.
Without the chicken?
Yeah, exactly.
So we're in there, and now the security guy comes around. There's this big fucking area we're standing. Nobody's in really, right? Because this one guy rented it. But it's this big area. It's just him, and he's like bopping his head around. You know, I think he thought that maybe he was going to get a lot of chicks.
Oh.
Because he just got a little VIP area for himself. Now, we were standing on the outskirts of this, if that's what you want to call it. And the security guy comes up and goes, are you with them? We're like, no, we're with them. He goes, well, you got to get in there then. And
oh, shit.
I turned around and I looked at her, and she looked at me, and we're like, no. Let's go.
So you cut out.
So we left. I didn't even get a chance to really even say goodbye because it was just too packed. Too many fucking little, you know, flimsy whims.
He was trying, man.
Yeah. So we leave the place and we're like, you know, what do you want to do? And we're like, trying to think of something. I said, let's just hit a small bar. You know, we can sit down and we can chat and stuff. So she's like, all right, cool. And I forget one of us come up with PTs or whatever. So she put on her little GPS, you know, because she's a driver. So
now wait, you weren't riding in one of the vans, were you?
No, we weren't riding in one of the vans.
I'm like, yeah,
we were picking up people on the way through.
Pimping. So
beep beep beep. Get the fuck out, Blinky.
Pull up to the VIP in your ITN van. Yeah. Me and my date.
So we go there, and we literally sat there the whole fucking night talking. I mean, it was at least 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 hours, I think.
Damn.
Just sitting there talking, enjoying our conversation, enjoying each other, and, you know, just kind of doing that. And now it was like about 5 in the fucking morning. So we're like looking at each other. We'd already been, you know, drank more than we wanted to.
Right.
And I couldn't drink another beer, and she didn't look like she wanted one. And so I said, what do you want to do? And she goes, well, I can't go to sleep right now. She goes, because I had to be to work. That's the night I had to be in here.
That's
and
right.
then I had to be to the party that night.
Oh,
remember?
that's right. I remember that. It was
I
a
had
Wednesday.
2 fucking hours sleep. Oh, well, no, an hour and 15 or an hour and a half sleep that whole fucking 48-hour period.
Oh, God.
Of that.
Shit.
And, yeah, because I had to go do that kitchen thing that night.
Yeah.
And so we're sitting here. I said, well, why don't we go? You want to go back to All Talk? And she's like, okay. So we come back here, right? So we get into All Talk, and we're talking for a little bit longer and everything. And I laid out on the bed trying to stretch my back out and shit. And we're just sitting there talking and bullshitting and stuff. And it was time for her to go. It was like, okay, you know, cool, because she had to go to her kids in the morning, get them up, and she didn't sleep. And so we walked outside, and I said, okay, well, you know, thanks for coming out with me tonight and everything. She was like, I had fun. And I said, oh, fuck this. I said, would you like to do it again sometime? And she was sure. And she walked up and she gave me a hug. Of course, I was standing on top of the
step.
So that way we're kind of even because she's taller than me.
Right.
I actually felt like the guy for a second. And, yeah, she heard that. She'd be laughing her ass off. So it just kind of went from there. But the weird stuff is what happened after all that.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Yeah, because we wanted to go back out again. So, we talked a little bit, and we were Facebooking that, and we decided to, we'll meet up again, kind of do something.
Well, I know she was here that Thursday night when I did my show.
Yeah, so she came by, because we kept chatting back and forth and that, and she came by, and the one night she's like, well, hey, she goes, I can just take you home. She goes, I'll swing by, and I think that was the night. I believe that was the night that, because she's like, I'll swing by. She goes, I can hang out for a little bit. She goes, and if you want, I can drop you home, because she had to go do some Christmas shopping and stuff like that. And I was like, all right, cool. So she gets here, and, yeah, a.k.a. everybody was here that night.
Actually, that was Friday. That's right, because we had Miller in here.
Yeah, it was Friday night.
That's right, because I was surprised to see her then, too. I'm like, oh, fuck, she's here again.
Yeah. So we were here. Everybody left, a.k.a. you, Jerry, everybody took off. So we're standing here, and she's like, well, hey, she goes, I got to go take my her friend or her boyfriend's sister to, do some shopping and stuff like that, some last-minute things they wanted to grab and that.
Boyfriend, sister?
Or boyfriend, sister. Is that what I said?
You said boyfriend, sister.
Oh, my God. Here we go. I must have a fucking fever again. When we throwing fucking Tylenol around like the Easter Bunny again soon. Yeah. Her brother's girlfriend.
Okay.
Makes more sense that way, right?
And I was like, boyfriend, sister? What the fuck?
That would be mine, right?
Yeah.
My sister.
Yeah.
So, but she's like, hey, she goes, you got a choice. She goes, I can take you and drop you off right away. She goes, you can come hang out with me and do this. I was like, all right, I'll go with you. I don't know what I'm going to do. My boys weren't there for the night. They were at my sister's house. So we went and hung out and everything. And, I learned a little bit about her, and we had some fun and stuff like that. And then we dropped off her boyfriend's sister, and I said it again.
Yes, you did.
And I was trying deliberately not to fucking say
I thought you did it on purpose.
No, I didn't.
Freudian slip there, man?
So we eventually just went back to my house, right? So we're sitting there talking and everything, and it's getting late again. We just liked to talking, and it got really late. And so I finally said, hey, do you mind if I give you a kiss? And she's like, no. So we did, and it was like, holy motherfucking, holy motherfucking, fucking holy motherfucking shit. I don't know what the hell happened. She doesn't know what the fuck happened. But when we kissed, it was just like, it was kind of like an electrical, little bit of a charge at first. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And I just thought this in my head, and I'm guessing she did too, but she didn't say nothing because we talked about it later, and she did. But then it kind of like got kind of like a passionate sort of, and I'm like, fuck. So we're sitting, and she decided that it was the proper time to jump over from the driver's seat.
You're in the car now at this
point. On top of me. And when she did that, that was fucking it. I mean, we just, and it wasn't, it was like we had this, I can't explain it.
Like an electricity.
Like a charge in our chests, yeah. And because she laid on me, and our chests were touching together, and one center of the spot. And it's not like you get body heat where you can feel when someone's on you, the whole body area.
Right.
No, it was one set area that just started warming up on both of us, and we're both like, whoa. It was kind of like it was a shock.
Right.
And
hey, there's that song, that Ozzy song.
Yeah.
Shock to the system, or shock to the heart.
That's about what it was too. Holy shit. And so we just fucking went nuts. I mean, literally fucking nuts.
And then you said when you jumped out of the car, you were disoriented.
I was so fucking disoriented. She was disoriented and I was disoriented. We didn't have sex. We didn't do anything like that. We were just kissing and just holding each other. And it was fucking electrical charged. Wow. I mean, if I think we could have powered a small fucking, minivan at that point.
Damn.
Yeah, so we didn't know what the fuck it was. We were both like, and I got out of the vehicle, and we started attacking each other again outside of the fucking vehicle.
Wow.
And so actually she's like, okay, well, I gotta go. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And I started walking. I was walking the wrong fucking direction.
Well,
she's
wait
like,
from
hey,
your house?
Hey, yeah. She goes, hey, over that way. I'm like, oh, fuck, yeah, you're right.
Well,
and I started walking another wrong direction.
And you guys have been seeing each other ever since
since then. I mean, my God, we both have just decided that we didn't know what it was, and we had went out again the one night, and we were at the bar, and we went out to do some karaoke, and we were there, and it was like the minute we touch, it's like we forget everything around us.
Wow.
I literally blanked out while I was there. Everybody around me, all I saw was her. That was it, and she did the same thing.
Wow.
And we're thinking, this is something fucked up. So she went home, because that night, of course, we went back to the house, and we did it again. The electrical charge was fucking stronger than it was the first time. And now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I know what it's like to be with somebody and get that kind of like that first feeling of like, oh, yeah, this is fucking nice, because it's,
right.
Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not saying that there wasn't feelings, because there was.
Right.
But these were feelings that were so fucking intense. And,
wow.
and the feeling of the heat, I can't say heat. Heat was last night.
Electric, maybe.
Yeah, it was like, okay, this is the best way I can explain it. We both sat down and explained it the best way. It was like the peak of an orgasm without going over it.
Oh, wow.
Staying in that state in your chest, and that's what it felt like. It felt like that peak of like total fucking blissness.
Right.
Without the final release.
Yeah, where it finally ends?
Yeah. It just felt like we were melting together. I mean, we sat there in the vehicle. We're like moving different positions. Like, try it like this, and we're like, we'll try.
Wow.
And every fucking place, and then we just wanted more. And it was like addicting. It was like a fucking drug.
Wow. What did you say? It's almost like a dick.
Addicting.
Okay.
Only you would think that.
I heard you say
it had nothing
a
to
dick.
do with Red Lobster.
I heard you say dick. But by the way, the most impressive, the thing that gets me the most is your birthdays and years and shit.
And the fucked up thing was, Mike came in today and ran our numbers.
Mm-hmm. Well, tell him it's March. Your birthday is March 6th.
Yeah, March 6th, 1968. Right.
Right.
And hers
March
is
6th.
March 6th, 1986.
Isn't that some shit?
When he ran our numbers, we are a perfect match.
Wow.
We have two unmatched areas, and those two unmatched areas are total opposites of one another. So it's still a match. It's a opposite of match.
Which is good, because you don't want to have everything in common.
No. And it's an opposite match of where one is strength, where the other is weak.
Right. So they
sort of complementing. They complement and mirror one another.
Wow. Man.
And he was I've never seen him, and he's never said this to me ever in his entire fucking life since I've known him, and I've watched him do I don't know how many of these damn things. He sat over there, and he was doing it, and he was like, he had a shitty fucking looking smirk on his face. He's going, oh, wow, oh, wow. And I'm like, what? And she's like over there, and we're both like, and he goes, I'll tell you, I've
was she
never
here
seen
when
this
was
before.
going on?
Yeah, she came in today.
Oh, wow.
She was here with me. And he goes, I've never seen this before. He said, I'll be honest. I've never, ever seen this before. On all the readings he's ever done, he's never seen numbers match like this.
Wow. Damn.
And she actually went out and started looking it up, and she found something. It was called a twin flames. And Mike said, no. He said, we're similar to a twin flame, but we're not exact. He said, twin flames don't work. He said, because twin flames are too similar that they eventually... But we're not.
I see what you're saying. Twin flames are so compatible, they actually put each other out.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing
There's no strength where the weakness is needed, or weakness where the strength is needed, or vice versa, or whatever. We fit together like a puzzle.
Damn. That's crazy. See, look at that, man. It was like when I wasn't working, I used to be able to get everybody else jobs but myself. Now it's like, hey, I can get everybody else relationships but myself.
So yeah, and the weird thing is last night, we're getting close to the break. I'm gonna do a minute or two over. I hope you don't mind.
Yeah, that's cool.
But last night, I was really sick the day before. Right. I mean, super sick. I was delirious.
Yeah, I remember from your Facebook message.
Yeah,
shit.
I was out of it. I thought I was texting people, and I thought I was doing, and I had talked to her a couple times, and I actually came back out of the fever or whatever, and I had Tylenol laying all through the house. I don't know what the hell I did. I could have taken. I don't know what the hell. I don't know, but so she's like, well, the next day, and because we were supposed to go out that night, we were also supposed to go do karaoke. Everyone was sick. Jerry was sick, a.k.a. me.
Oh, that was that Saturday.
Yeah, that Saturday.
Yeah, yeah.
So the next day is when I really got really bad.
Oh, yesterday?
Sunday.
Sunday, yeah, yesterday.
Well, was it yesterday?
Yeah. It was
No,
yesterday.
so that would be the day before. Saturday. Saturday's when yeah.
Oh, Friday was when you were bad.
Friday, yeah.
Okay.
So Saturday was the day I was really out of it. And so yesterday, last night, she's like, well, hey, do you want me to come over? Because we talked about it a little bit. I was like, yeah, I'm sick, but I don't care. I said, if you don't mind, I want to see you.
Oh.
And
somebody needs to take those. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. And she did, She took her fucking time, me being sick. She goes, well, I'm not worried about that. She goes, I want to see you. I was like, cool. I said, all right. So she come over, and this time we're sitting in the car a little bit and everything, and we don't go in the houses because I've got children, she's got children. We don't want to cross those borders until times
like who's this new person?
Yeah, we're not planning on dumping or leaving one another or running or anything, so we're not concerned about that at this point. It's just the way to slowly, bring it in. But so we're there last night. Now we started kissing and stuff and talking and stuff, and we talked to you a little bit on the phone too.
Yeah, I remember that. You called me. I'm like, why are you calling me?
Because you texted me or something, didn't you?
I just sent you a thing about the show tomorrow or something.
Yeah, and I wanted to just call and confirm quick instead of trying to.
Oh, okay.
So we talked to you for a little bit, and then we're sitting there and we're doing our thing and talking and kissing and it was there, but it was different. It was like taking a while to build.
Oh, so now
and
you're
we're
expecting.
and we're both kind of like, okay, feels a little different. So she gets back on the position she was in before. Now this time, she gets on, and you could feel that little bit there. And I was like, okay, cool, it's still there. It was just like, but then, oh my fucking God, it felt like my chest was on fire. I mean, literally on fucking fire, and so did hers.
Wow.
And it got so fucking hot in the center of both of us, and then every part of our body that touched, it felt like certain chakra points, were fucking heating up like crazy.
Oh shit! Now keep in mind, this may not, once you guys get used to each other, this may not continue. But don't think that it's lost because it doesn't continue.
No, and we kind of talked about that. We just know that there is something totally fucking amazing going on,
right?
And so. But the weird part is I was outside and I was in pain. As I still hurt, I ached everywhere and everything. And we heated up, and she's like, "Oh my God!" She goes, "This is intense," and she started shivering. So I had to lay back on top of her to get. It was like we're just like a bunch of fucking Fruit Loops here.
Oh, wow!
And I had to lay on her and calm her down because she was starting to shiver. Because she's like, "Oh my God, I'm not cold." She goes, "I don't know what the hell's going on." I was like, "For some reason, this was really fucking intense." Here, what it was is today I found out. Later on after we were together, my pain went away, but she had it.
Oh shit!
Swear to fucking God!
You passed your pain to her?
I passed it to her. She woke up this morning all achy like I was. She had to take a leave.
Uh-oh. She might be getting sick.
Well, no, we just think it's weird. But then her shoulder pain that she has was gone. Oh, wow. So it was like everything on us like fucking mirror reversed. I had the pain in the fucking shoulder.
Oh, fuck.
I know. That's what I said. I will never, ever, as long as I fucking live, say anything freaky about anything ever fucking again.
You got it, man. You just fucking, there's shit out there yet, and I think that you haven't experienced, and we haven't experienced.
No, you're right. And like I said, yeah, we both keep saying we don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's just happening, man.
Well, yeah, and we
just let it happen.
And that's what we did because we both talked about it. We're like, you know what? We just became boyfriend and girlfriend. Bottom line, we just are a couple.
It's just
we didn't ask, we didn't say, we just knew.
Yeah, it's just the way it went down.
And that's
natural, man.
And it was so weird though because we even talked about it. It's like normally aren't they together for a while? Don't they, just say, hey, do you want to? No,
that's too robotic, man.
No.
See, you guys did it. This is right. This is the one of those things.
Natural.
It's natural. You're just letting it happen.
Yeah.
As opposed to this of, well, should we make it Facebook official?
Yeah.
Should we do that?
Although I did tease her tonight, I did say that. I'm gonna say, she thought I was serious.
If you got to ask those questions, then it's not real.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, if you have to, I don't need to announce I mean, we're talking about it now because this is what we do. We talk about our lives and stuff that goes on in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't matter to me if it's Facebook official. I don't fucking care.
Yeah,
I know it's official where it counts.
Yeah, exactly. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
God damn.
And the fact that it rolled the way it did, that we both totally accepting of it too. It's like she goes, I would have normally fought because she's a strong fucking woman.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't take shit from nobody. She doesn't, and she's just totally we're cuddling and everything, and she's like, I don't fucking even cuddle with people. I don't understand this.
Really? That's not her thing.
That's not her thing, but yet we do it.
Wow.
And she's like, I don't know what's going on. She goes, but we're not fighting it. We're just, it is what it is.
Right. Just let it roll.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. Like we're about to
let those roll.
Yeah. We'll be right back, bitches.
What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic light, you already know. Get him, Jay!
Answer me this. When did having a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob music. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a gack, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gonna slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jisenbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually, I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do you do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy and content and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hit on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the rum runner.
Great, just what I've always wanted. My own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it. At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your front. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Jerkman,
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
Okay, so here we are back for the final segment.
Which is a long one because I rambled on too much.
Yeah, for the shit, what, another 10 minutes maybe?
No, we got about 15.
15?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I've got some SMJs, man. Of course, you know, it's only natural. I would have them.
Of course. It's been a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? You are blind. You're entitled to these.
Damn right. You know, gotta save that blind man. Gotta save him from danger.
Because everybody
Oh,
knows he's
Ben, gotta
blind.
save that blind man. Gotta save him from strangers.
Look how he's so in just little things like that get you going.
Yeah, they do. I look a pin. I gotta put the thing because the cap was off. All right. So the first one was I was my assistant and I. You know, it's been pretty dead. You know, the last couple days at work. You know, when I was working.
It's always this time of year.
And we figured we'd do a few, you know, like library runs, you know what I'm saying? Just hit a few of the libraries and drop off information and stuff like that.
Right.
Because we had nothing better to do, so we figured, shit, we might as well do that.
Keep yourself busy?
Keep ourselves busy. So at one point, he said he had this package, and his apartment manager was saying that it wasn't there, and he's like, I ordered this shit, and he's like, I'm looking at the tracking number, and it's there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, well, all right. He goes, you mind if we swing by my apartment and I go see if this package is really there or not? I said, yeah, sure. So we go to his apartment office. His apartment manager sees me. It's this black chick. And she's like, hey, what's your name? And so I told her my name and everything, and she's like, okay, well, do you want to wait in here, or do you want to sit out in the front, or do you, it seemed like she was all of a sudden being very accommodating, so I'm like, whatever, I don't really care, so we go, you could tell she was kind of SMJ-y, or there was something that just was making her uncomfortable with me. You know how people are when they're sort of SMJ-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Skittish and just kind of weird, like they really don't know. So we walk out of the front room. She goes, would you prefer to stand up or do you want to sit? And I'm thinking, well, I'd like to sit.
Can I poop here?
Exactly. So I'm like, I'll sit down. So I take a seat. Well, he gets his package. He like went right in the mail room, and there it was, sitting like right on top of everything. So he gets his thing. So as we're walking out, she says to me, hey, so do you know sign language? And I just kind of, no. I said, I
had to turn the microphone. I'm going to puke. Oh, my God.
And I said, no, I can't see somebody when they're trying to talk to me. And I said, that's for deaf people. And she goes, oh, yeah, I guess. And then they realize how stupid the statement they just made was.
Yeah.
And so she's like, oh, well, I'm really sorry about that. And I said, yeah, the only sign language I know is the middle finger. And then she's like, oh, you're so bad. So, yeah, that was the first SMJ. That was kind of funny. The second SMJ
that was an SMJ.
That was SMJ to sandwich, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a good one.
And, all right, well, the next one was done by a blind person. And I know it sounds weird, but
then how is it a Sighty McJesus then?
Because it's sighty thinking. And basically, here's what happened. My good old buddy, Hugh Hefner, tags me. You remember he came here a couple months ago? He was with his girlfriend, and they came down to the show for a little bit. Kind of a tall, black dude, blind guy.
Yeah, with the white girl.
Yeah,
yeah,
they came down. So, and he's the same one that's been kind of riding my dick, wanting to promote the show, and
I remember,
wanting to be Mr. Promoter, and I'm like, dude, I really don't.
Is he one that said we needed eye candy here? That AK and what's her name should be eye candy?
Yeah,
or
more eye candy and strippers and shit like that. Yeah, that guy, the blind man telling us we need eye candy. So
he knows his shit.
He does his. So he tags me in this post, and it's some rapper promoting his shit. And I go check out the YouTube video. It's one of these dumb trailers. I don't even know what's the reason for a goddamn trailer.
A trailer to live in, you mean?
No, trailer to show like a movie trailer or a video trailer.
Oh, it's just a clip to give you a teaser of what the movie's about.
Well, why would you do that for a video? Who gives a shit? Maybe there's visual shit in it or something.
Yeah, a lot of booties or something. I don't know. Eye candy, probably.
Anyway, it was one of these basic hip hop you hear nowadays. One of those kind of beats. Yeah, like that kind of shit.
I got my 40.
The guy wasn't even rapping.
Really?
I mean, he was just. It was like the beat kicks in and he goes, bounce, 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 bounce. Come on, bounce, bounce, and you're like, okay, you gonna start rapping? What are you gonna?
Maybe he's just doing popcorn.
And it was,
It
was total popcorn. So I wrote on there and I said, what the fuck did you tag me in this for? I said, this has nothing to do with me. I said, second of all, this shit is whack, And so then Hugh Hefner writes on there and says, well, that's funny. You're the only person that has a problem with it, but, anyone else who was tagged in this, obviously. And I'm thinking, well, they're probably just being polite, but whatever. He goes, he happens to be a visually impaired artist from the UK.
You should be sucking his blind fucking dick if you could find it.
Yeah, because you know what? He's blind like you.
He's blind like you. You two wouldn't be able to even suck each other's dick because couldn't find the motherfuckers.
So then he says to me, he's calling me Scrooge and the Grinch, and he's like, obviously you have no heart.
Because it's Christmas time, you're supposed to say.
I'm supposed to embrace
lie to the person. You didn't like it.
Yeah, and be like, oh, this is some great shit, man. And so, hey, I have the right to say who I do and don't want on my show. If your shit is whack, your shit is fucking whack. So then I tag it because I thought, wow, that's very groupthink. I started thinking about, Cruise Control and some of his stuff he says sometimes, and which is a very groupthinky thing to say. Because he's blind, I'm supposed to be all, oh, yeah, yo, dog, that's dope, So I tagged him in a post. I said, look at this groupthink ass nigga tagging me in this shit. And he was like, he wrote back and he said something about, you know, yeah, here's Maxwell Silverhammer, a white boy using the word nigga more than us two black men combined. He was like, I guess with all the racism in this country, now we have blind on blind hatred to look forward to, too. And he was like, if you want to call me groupthink, that's fine, but I'd rather be that than Ebenezer or the Grinch. And, you know, it was this whole back and forth thing, and he said, obviously...
So why did he feel the need to defend this man just because you just didn't like his song? I mean, why? What was the need for you to have to like this song?
Because I'm in radio and I have to show some
and
love.
You're blind.
And I'm blind.
So you have to.
Yes, exactly. I have to.
So every white boy whiny fucking song that's put out there, I've got to enjoy because
you're
I'm
white.
a fucking white guy.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it's supposed to be.
Damn,
Groupthink,
if I would have known this, I didn't.
You gotta read the groupthink.
See, this
manual.
is my problem.
Yeah,
I've got all kinds of fucking issues.
You gotta read the groupthink manual, man. Oh, and then at one point he was tagging. He even tagged my other page too.
I don't know how to read, so can you do it in sign language for me?
Sure. But so then at one point he said, yeah, obviously this is the host of, and he tagged my STIM radio page, who's got no love for this artist and all this kind of shit, and at one point the guy jumped in, you know, the actual artist, and he started posting his other YouTube videos. He was like, you know, maybe listen to some of my other songs and hear my talent and skill before you judge me. And I listened to a few of his other songs, and they were okay. You know, they were decent. You know, better than
just didn't hit you the way
the other one did.
Right.
Yeah, and I explained that to him. I said, man, I was like, these are pretty good. And I was like, you know, this type of shit I would dig. You know, but all I heard was the bounce thing, and you know, that's not really giving me much to work with there, especially when I don't see. Dumb. you know, here it was, my blindness. I'm supposed to show you love, but yet you show me something that's a video clip with just him going bounce, and as a blind person, that sounds pretty fucking.
You know
lame.
what? I bet you if I saw it, I guarantee it's probably just ass cheeks bouncing up and down.
Probably so.
I guarantee you.
I was tagged.
So they're selling it on.
It's on YouTube. It's a trailer for a video.
I heard something again.
What'd you just hear?
Could have swore I heard a fucking female.
I don't know, man. Bounce.
I wonder if that's.
Maybe it talks every time you're right.
Maybe it's Humvee. We do that connection thing. We can actually.
Maybe. Does it sound like Humvee, or can you tell even?
No, because usually I just get the feeling. We can kind of like communicate just.
I didn't hear anything, just so you know.
So maybe, I don't know. Maybe it is.
Strange. Okay. But, yeah, you know, if I was tagged in it on my Maxwell page, so if you feel the need or the want, you know,
I'll go check it out.
You're welcome to go see this shit for yourself. And even, what's his name? Ginger Snap wrote on there. He goes, being blind? What the fuck does that have to do with hip hop? And then he was like, show me a deaf rapper. Do I get extra points? Then, of course, you know, Hugh Schefter just started taking more shots at me and saying, you know, obviously, you know, your failed rap career is the reason that you're so cruel to others about their skill, and you know, and I'm just like, hey, dude, you know, usually I've let some people come on that probably shouldn't have come on,
right?
You know, but you know, I try to give everybody a chance, but when that's the first thing I hear and I don't like it, guess what? I don't like it. The shit's whack.
You don't like the bounce.
Wasn't feeling it. That's all. And then, of course, he was like, I said, yeah, I got smart. And I said, that's why I don't rap anymore. I said, I do radio. I said, I felt like it was a better fit. And he was like, yeah, but neither venture's paid you yet. And I'm like, oh, just like a bitch.
Really?
You know? So.
That's why you're going to get your ass beat down in an alley someday.
Well, I just may. Why? Because
I'm going to.
Because I'm no bitch, huh?
Yeah, you're out copping off to all these fucking people that are going to beat your ass down and bounce on your ass.
I've been told that I'm heartless and I'm the. I had several people tell me I'm heartless this holiday season.
Wow,
Fuck.
you've been also told you fucking got a black goddamn heart.
Black? Well, which is it? Do I have no heart or do I have a black one?
What would it be?
I don't know.
They should just get a consensus going around and see.
They just, what a mean motherfucker. Oh, well, you know. Anyway, so that was that was an SMJ from another blind person, group thinking ass blind person, because obviously he's blind. I should love his shit.
You should.
And be on his dick and think
the
he's
fact
just
that
great.
you don't, you know, kind of just disappoints me for all your kind.
Yeah, I know. You know.
The fact that you guys can't group together.
Not showing
because
no
you
love.
guys really should, because without that, you guys are going to get hit walking by yourself. But
You know what's funny too is like in a lot of the issues I've kind of had lately, you notice I've been with other blind people. Like Sophia's blind, fucking this guy was blind. You know, I just have a problem with just targetry.
Say it.
Targetry.
Come on, say it.
What? Blind people?
Problem with blind people.
You know what? I do.
You do?
I do. A lot of blind people piss me the fuck off. I'm just going to be real. You know, and that's something I was telling Tootsie Toes, too. Because we were talking about, you know, like things that you shouldn't say. And she's like, that's part of the reason I keep you around. You don't seem to mind that I use a lot of offensive language. And I was like, shit. Let me tell you something. And, you know, that's when I explained my side. And I said, you know, and furthermore, blind people piss me the fuck off, too. You know, they all think they're entitled to shit they're not actually entitled to.
So really, is it really a sighted thing anymore, or is it just a dumbass fucking society thing?
I think it's a dumbass society thing.
At one time, it used to be able to be pointed out, I think, because it was so... Now, don't tell me you didn't hear that.
I heard a guy's voice this time. Yeah, I did hear that.
Okay.
I did hear a guy's voice. Yeah.
So, wow, that was weird, right?
Might have been somebody outside, though.
Could have been.
You know, it's hard
Let's hope so, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. Let her come to fucking beat your ass down because you just fucking busted on this blind bull fucking motherfucker, son of a bitch, and whatever. Like,
whatever the fuck the nigga is.
Yeah, look at your face got all straight, too.
Actually, no, it was freaky because I did hear the voice. And when you heard the voice, I'm like, you go,
so I have not been hearing things.
Yeah, I'm not saying you haven't, but obviously I've been kind of in my zone here. But you're right. At one time, it probably was a societal thing.
Right.
Or, you know, we could point a finger or whatever. But, you know, you wonder where it starts, though. You know, it sounds like it's just societal.
Yeah, and it is. I mean, it's been. We've talked about this a billion fucking times, and we could still probably talk about it a billion more until the fluoride or whatever they put out there finally corrodes our brains too, and we're too stupid to figure the fucking shit out anymore.
Right.
But until then, yes, they've dumbed down a lot of people. It's everywhere. In the last fucking, even the last couple of years is immensely fucking. It's just blown up. Let's put it that way.
Although I will say the majority of society is sighted, so I would say that's a very sighted.
Well, no. Well, you can't say that. You can't go by just the sight part of it. People are people, you know, because then you're becoming a fucking hypocrite at that point.
I mean, in a way, it's like...
Yeah, you're smirking while you're fucking saying it.
It's got a group... Well, but it's... Okay, I admit it's maybe a little group thinky, but...
It's just dumb people, bottom line. Sighted, color, doesn't matter.
But where does it originate, though? Who started that thinking?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Blind people didn't start that shit.
It could have been.
Blind people adopt that shit.
No, I'm just talking about dumb thinking altogether. Not just against sighted things or blind things or color things.
So not even on the blind issue.
I'm just saying that society has become so stupid.
Oh, so you know why?
Within itself as a whole.
Because they're so willing to settle for everything, you know, and that's it too. Kind of like you're. I think there's somebody next door. I hear someone coughing or something. But anyway, now see, look, just derailed my shit.
Yeah, now we're all. I'm creeped out because I'm like trying to look behind my back all the time here.
Like hearing shit and hearing
Got
voices.
Some blind guy coming in with a fucking rifle going to shoot me or something.
No, you know, but yeah, I think people are so willing to settle for shit. You know, like we're saying, you know, they're so eager for whatever, you know, for their instant gratification, that they're not willing to take time to go, hey, wait a minute, let's do this right, or let's see things right. And, you know, basically they've said, well, here, yeah, we'll give it to you like this. All you need is, you know, it's kind of like you and Humvee's thing. Obviously, here was something that was natural. It just happened, you know, rather than people out there trying to force shit all the time because they're so willing to settle for the first thing that shows them interest.
Well, yeah, and that's, you know.
And, well, you know, I've joined there's another group I joined on Facebook called Dating 101 Again. It's like a group of single people, you know, and I just kind of go in there and rant about being single.
No, not you. You wouldn't go anywhere and just rant.
Hey, they love my rants. They're in there. They seem to be, you know, I get a lot of comments and likes and shit, you know. But anyway.
I know something they don't like.
Oh, what's that? The end of the fucking show. Anyway, people are so willing to settle for shit. That's all I want to say. Anyway, I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm GJ, gonna vibrate from the inside out, Jerkman.
And that's the story there, bitches. See ya.
It's the shit that hurts me.